We're going to talk about reliability and validity with an analogy of a dartboard. First, we need some definitions. So reliability is how consistent a measure is, and validity is how accurate a measure is. Let's do our analogy. Here's our dartboard, and say we throw these darts, and this is where they land. You can see it's not consistent and it's not accurate. We're trying to get in the middle of the bullseye consistently. Because it's not consistent, it's not reliable, and because it's not accurate, it's not valid. Here we have another dartboard, and say we throw these darts. They're all going around the same part on the dartboard, meaning it's reliable, but it's not around the middle of the dartboard and the bullseye, so it's not valid. So this would be reliable, but not valid. And then lastly, we have this dartboard and say we got really good, and we throw consistently at the bullseye. So this would mean that it is both reliable, consistent, and accurate, which means valid. So here's a summary of the dartboards. We have this scattered all over the place one, and this means it's not reliable or valid. If it's consistent but not accurate, that means it's reliable but not valid. And last one, if it's consistent and accurate, that means it's reliable and valid. No, we don't have one that's valid but not reliable, and that's because a measure cannot be valid if it's not reliable. So you can't be accurate if you're not consistently going at that bullseye. So that's why we only have 3 different bullseyes here. Let's go over an example. This is my dog Tex, and he likes to beg for treats on his hind legs and do tricks for you. He's my fur baby. But anyways, we'll use him as an example. Let's say his true weight is 22 pounds, and we're trying to measure his weight. So we're measuring something, and we can do it, say, 3 different ways. And here are the 3 different ways. We ask 4-year-olds, and one of them gives us an estimate of 100, and the other one a 2, and then 150 and 30. You know, they're all over the place. Maybe use your broken scale at home, and it's consistently giving you around the same number, but that number is like 65.2, 65.5, and 65.1. So it's around 65, but not around his actual weight. And then the last one, we could use the scale at the vet, and it's consistently giving you numbers around 22. There's a little measurement error, but not much. It's giving you things like 22.1, 22.2, and 22.4. So pause the video and try to guess which one of these are reliable and which one of these are valid. And then press play again and I'll give you the answer. So pause right now. Okay, welcome back. Here we go. So the first one, asking the 4-year-olds, right? This isn't reliable, right? They're not consistent. They're giving you numbers all over the place, and it's therefore not valid. If it's not reliable, it can't be valid. When you use a broken scale at home, you get numbers that are reliable. They're around the same number of 65. They're consistent. So that would be reliable, but it's not accurate. It's not around the actual weight of 22 pounds. So that is not valid. The scale at the vet is around 22 pounds every time. So it's pretty consistent, and it's around that true weight of 22 pounds. So it's both reliable and valid.